Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious. And that life, there we are, is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are, my delicious babies, off and on. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. So, yes. In the still of the night, okay? So, very little wind, no rain, okay? So, late video this evening, my delicious little babies. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to explain to you, just a few videos, okay? My delicious babies. And strangely enough, they're all there we are, videos. My delicious little babies, okay? Now then, just one more thing I want to say. Now, I never watched the video. I've got to be honest, I never watched it. And the reason why, it was from the old BBC. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? I've mentioned one other that was from the BBC, okay? But as a rule, I do not mention the BBC, okay? My delicious babies, because they've done enough of this in their time. There we are, haven't they? My delicious babies, okay? What is it? Journeyman. I've mentioned them before, my delicious babies. Never wrote them down. I do not wish to. Not because of the uploader, okay? But I just simply do not need to do it. Okay, my delicious babies, Journeyman. Is it journeyman.tv? I'm pretty sure I've mentioned them before. And it's talking about, Silicon Valley, Born in the USA, I was born in the USA. Well, apparently they like to have their, what do they call it? Maids, my delicious babies, just pick and choose, And then it's like as slaves, okay, my delicious little babies. Well, you got maid as well in the old Canada. Maybe not the same kind of, there we are, maid. Do you get what I mean? That's more euthanasia anyway. So I'm not here to hurt or offend anybody, my delicious little babies. There we are. I'm just done telling it. Okay? And God bless all of the beautiful dear little souls who are going through this under that putrid Trudeau government. But I always say, old-fashioned Jamaican saying, there we are, he'll get what the duck gives him. Somewhere in his years, there we are, he'll get what the duck gives him. And it's nothing that, do you understand what I mean? There we are, it just happens. Do you say? My delicious babies, okay? It's like when you walk around like shark don't stink, just like Rishi Sunak. Do you see what I mean? My delicious babies. Have you noticed a theme? And then you look at the one in Argentina. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? And then you look at in America. Born in the USA. Seem to have a lot of, there we are, burn heads. That's my latest word, my delicious babies. It's a word, please excuse me, that I've used for many years. There we are. It's just that all of a sudden, it just came to the front of my noddle. I said to you, some things like put to the back of your old noddle, and then, your mind, and then they come to the front of your mind. My delicious babies. Now then, so just a few videos of my delicious babies. Number one is, this was 2 weeks ago, my delicious babies, and it should read, I'm not stumbling on that. Not at all. It's only good. There we are. This is with my beautiful and delicious dear little friend Kaz. Yes, we're seeing each other today. Oh, God bless a beautiful dear little soul. Yes, okay. I've got a cousin staying with me who's going to be coming to stay with me. There we are, just for a short time anyway. So this video should read, Snowmen and a Little Natter. Yeah, my video. That's what I put. my delicious little babies. Snowmen and a little natter. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, the next video is, this was 2 months ago, my delicious little babies. A lovely evening video, my little lovelies. Okay, my delicious little babies. Okay. Yeah. That was with my beautiful and delicious dear little friend Cash. Yes, that was 2 months ago. My delicious little babies. And then the final one is a little nighttime video. My delicious little babies. I actually never wrote down the time frame on that one. My delicious little babies. Okay. The one thing that I always say, you know, about my videos, my delicious little babies, which of course, you know, as we very well know, that there's certain alternative media, just join the dots, they pay attention to, God bless them, and if they can get any information, God bless them, then that's what they do. But to me, the way I see it is that joining more dots, you say, is that at the end of the day, you know, when I give out any video, whether it be my videos, whether it be the videos that I'm advertising, it's so important, there we are, ding, ding, dong, dong, common sense, to take bits and pieces out, and then there we are to form your own story. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? There we are, that's what it's all about. Which, as we very well know, I was done saying it, there we are, months ago, that somebody, you know, it's like, there we are, it's like they take what I put out and then it goes out to everybody else, so it's really not their, there we are, their original thoughts, is it? My delicious little babies, do you say? Anyway, so I just thought I'd mention that, my delicious little babies, do you say? Now then, you know, when I was at school, I want to end with this, my delicious little babies. Sorry, excuse me. I happened to hear it on another video. I cannot remember which one it was now. But, well, you know, when you were younger, see, this is where words can be very, how it comes across is not actually how it is. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Yes. So, if you look at this now, so you've got the word swark, you know, swark, S-W-A-L, okay, swark. Now, I always remember when I was young, you know, when you're little, you know, you're younger, yeah, you're teenagers, yes. And then say if you'd, you know, if you'd done like a birthday card or something like that, because that's, there we are, how life used to be. It's not, you know, the way it's been interpreted. Sorry, oh, look at that. Rewind and start again. It's not the way that it is interpreted. Struggled with that word, didn't I, my delicious babies? The way it's interpreted these days. Do you say? So when we used to say do a birthday card or something like that, when you're young, like a little teenager, I'm 50 now, so we used to put swark and then a little kiss. So what that actually meant was sealed with a loving kiss. Can you see swark? Sealed with a loving kiss. And then the word slag, okay, which I personally feel, there we are, is absolutely putrid and disgusting. And it's not like me to mention anything like this on my videos. I just do not feel that this is right. But there we are, that's me personally. But to me, when we were younger, in our teenage years, like I said, 59, that used to mean, okay, that word, S-L-A-G, oh, bloody Forgot now. Flip me. Hold on one sec. That was it. Sweet, loving and gorgeous. There we are. Okay. Sweet, loving. There we are. And gorgeous. Okay. But over the years, remember, when I do that, it does not mean no. The words have been used, there we are, differently. Okay? Like ones would hear the words whore, some of them call them ho. Okay, my delicious babies. Ones only have to go back to, what was that film called? You know, with Dolly Parton. Oh. Little Whorehouse in Texas. That's what it was. My delicious babies. I remember watching it. Okay, I watched it once. Many years ago. Got to be a couple of decades. It's got to be when I watched that film. Okay? Like, she was, there we are, the little madam. But the ones who used to come in, you know, to come and, let's just say, have a bit of a relief, like. Do you get what I mean? But it was, what was it, a brothel? My delicious little babies, there we are. Brothel, yeah, I do believe it was a brothel, yes. And these are coming, and of course they made the film where it's all singing and dancing and all of these things now. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Yes, okay. And I always said, you know, which I did, there we are, my delicious babies, going back all them decades ago, and I did actually say, I said, if ever I got a load of ka-ching, because I felt, God bless the beautiful dear little souls, so sorry for any dear lady, because I like to call them, there we are, ladies of the night, because they're somebody's daughter, somebody's auntie, somebody's niece, somebody's cousin, somebody's mother, somebody's granddaughter. So I said, rather, God bless and see these beautiful little ladies on the street, let them be in a place. But of course, the UK would never do that, because just like the homeless, God bless all of their beautiful dear little souls, they do not want that because there's too much ka-ching. There we are. In order to do this, just like what's going on in America. There we are. My delicious babies, do you say? But I always said, if I had, there we are, enough ka-ching, I'd get someone to build. So that, not that I'm involved in it, I'd just send it. For any of you out there, my delicious babies, you can take from that what you will. But to me, what my thoughts was, I've seen, there we are, so much of it, there we are, in my lifetime. God bless the beautiful dear little souls. They've had to go out on the street. So, to me, these dear ladies, and I will call them dear ladies, okay? But it's what they had to do to get whatever, there we are, what they had to get. But the fact of the matter is that if you had a place, there we are, that they could go, preferably an older one, not a brick building, there we are, which is what we see everywhere. If you go to Birmingham Town Centre, Brummie Town Centre, all you see is glass, trying to get rid of the old, to bring in the putrid new, because they've obviously, they're squares, they've got no flipping idea, there we are, about life, my delicious babies. Do you understand what I mean? But if you did something like that, at least, God bless those dear ladies, would be protected. They would be, there we are, protected, my delicious little babies. Do you see? So, I wouldn't, you know, for me, I wouldn't have no more input. Just, if that's what they had to do, if that's, there we are, what they needed to do, and I had the ka-ching, I said that decades ago, I would just pay it and just let them, there we are, be safe. So that somebody coming, there we are, through the door, if they're unsavoury or the lift doesn't go up to the top floor, you can just turn them away. But at least those dear women can have dear ladies, sorry. I'm not going to say women, God bless them, they're dear ladies. And can I just tell you from personal experience, my delicious babies, I've actually known, there we are, over the decades, there we are, dear ladies who have gone out and done it. There we are. So I'm not talking like I do not know, because I do. And I pray to dear God, and some of them have had black eyes, had everything done to them. There we are. There we are. This is the truth. I'll go back a couple of decades. There we are. Okay? It's not something they wanted to go into. It's like they do it from when they're 16, 17. They usually got a man there, says he's a great bloke and everything. Do you see what I mean? And then next thing you know, they're out on the street now. I mean, thank God, dear Jesus Christ and Nazareth. That's all I can thank dear God for, that I never ended up in that situation. But that is what, there we are, dear God was showing me. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, okay? So, and there we are, I've seen it. So, when ones out there do not feel that I've seen, there we are, that I've seen life. And even for these dear young ladies out there who've done that, there we are, over a couple of decades ago. I could tell you the words, I'm not going to tell you, okay? But where even when they were on there, God bless the beautiful dear little soul. I do not wish to be too personal, my babies, but anyway, but you'll read in between the lines when they're on the menstrual. They have what you call, what is it? It's like a sponge. There we are. See how it's just gone light to them. Thank you, my beautiful, delicious, dear little spirits in the house. So, okay. Because they lit up once earlier, didn't they? Where they have a sponge. So it means that when they're on the menstrual, that they put this sponge, you know what I mean, babies. And then what happens is it means that there's not going to be anything flowing, so they can still continue to work. So for some of you delicious babies, you may know this, but for others of you, you may not. I'm not feeling that a lot of you do know this now. But that is what my delicious babies, there we are, goes on. Okay? So when ones out there want to criticise a dear lady out there, then please, in your heart, think about what they're going through and all of the rapes. I'm sorry to have to say that, sweet, but we have to say it. All of the rapes that happen, they prevent them. But very sadly, they take the box. Do you see what I mean, Martin and babies? Yes, or they have to do something, there we are, for ka-ching, to feed the pimp. That's where it goes. I know it's not what any of you want to hear, my delicious babies. Just like change the subject, and God bless any one of the beautiful dear little babies. Okay, maybe times have changed. I do not know. Maybe life's changed. I do not know. At this point, I do not know. Genuinely, I haven't. There we are. I have never seen them for years and years and years. Okay, never. So I wouldn't know now. But there we are, I used to know. And just to let you know, Martin Sugar Baby, somebody tried to, there we are, rope me into it. Do you see? When I was young, there we are, when I was, 16? They said, oh, would you like to come to my house? It was in like a posh road. Okay, I swear down, Martin Sugar Babies, this is what happened. And I was staying somewhere else at the time. And they said, you can always come back here, Carla, do you say? But this other one there now, okay, said to me, well, come to man, would you like to stay here? Do you follow me? There we are. My delicious little babies, yes. So I said, okay, I said, I'll come along, okay? And the road, and then they showed me the room. You know when a room looks too plain, like it's just like a square? And then there we are, it's gone out again. Thank you, beautiful dear little spirit. See, spirit's been here now 3 times. And I looked at the bed and I thought, something doesn't feel right. And there we are, I was 16. Came out of babies and I wasn't in a good place. You know, I was moving here to there, to there, to there. Like I told you, I was a taxi operator. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah, then I was working in nursing home, then I was doing that. Oh, goodness me. And he said, would you like a glass of water? This was your man there. And I really didn't feel comfortable, you know. You've never seen a young lass, a young girl like me, keep my legs so close together. There we are. Ever. With my jeans on, with a top on, with everything, you know. I wasn't revealing, I wasn't anything. I just never felt comfortable. So I had a few sips of water. I said, can I go back now, please? He said, oh, so you're not interested? I said, no. And when I looked at the room, it's like dear spirit showed me, there we are, something else, like, there we are, like something wasn't right. And I went back. And then I was asked. I said, no. I said, never liked it. I said, well, why? I said, I just never liked it. I said, something just never sat right with me. It's almost as if, you know, like when somebody, there we are, gives you a false sense of security, and then you go in there, you think, oh, I'm going to have a cosy bed, a cosy room. Ah, yes, until I pimp you out. Well, it wasn't going to happen to me. My little babies, not at all. But God bless. There would have been God love them, dear other girls, there we are, who would have very sadly gone through that, but not I. Do you see? I had little babies, yes. And not long after that, actually, I left there. Yeah. I was very thankful for them helping me, but something, there we are, just never felt right. Do you see? My delicious good babies, yes. So when ones out there seem to think that, you know, that I do not know what I'm talking about, my delicious babies, I can well assure you now. There we are, that I do. Do you see? So, and then I did go on to be, you know, protected. However, I was not in the best relationship in the world, you know, when you get ones who are a bit older than you. Do you understand what I mean? So I've gone through it, my delicious, there we are, little babies. As I would always say, never tell a granny, there we are, how to suck eggs. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? When ones just think that I walk around the road with my beautiful and delicious little Ruby Tuesday, because my beautiful and delicious little Maisie Moo can walk herself. Do you see? But never ever think that I do not, there we are, know about life. Because I do, my delicious little babies, there we are, I can well assure you of that now. Okay? But there we are. One always finds himself, or dear God, Jesus Christ and Nazareth, how we love them, sir, gets you, there we are, out of that situation. Do you see? But I could have been one of those, God love them, one of those dear ladies, there we are, in that situation. But something said, I took one look at it, it's like, dear spirit, it's like I was zooming in, there we are, just said no, I can see the room now. My delicious baby, it looked too, when something looks too perfect, there we are. Perfect, you can have as near to perfect, but if something, there we are, looks too perfect. Okay, my delicious babies? I've even known, there we are, God bless, dear ladies, to go out on the road, there we are. I'm not lying to you, my delicious babies. No liar, liar, bums on fire, there we are. I'm just done telling you the truth. Where in order to get in order, do you say order, bad order, okay? I'm not on about it, dear ladies, if you get me. Where they've had to go out, and in order to get meat for the man there now, husbands, follow me, there we are. my delicious little babies. Ka-ching! Just so that your man there can eat full and plenty. End up with gout in the foot, but anyway, he can eat full and plenty when his missus, his dear lady's going out performing, there we are, something else now. Do you follow me? My delicious babies, but still bringing a tray to him in the morning. Are you now following me? Here we are, my delicious babies. This is nothing new to me. Do you say? But very sadly, and I have known over the decades that some dear ladies, there we are, come out of it. They just said, no, I just don't want to do it. No. Okay? But that is how, there we are, over the decades, that God bless all of their beautiful dear little souls, the beautiful dear little ladies. And I'll always call them dear little ladies, but that's how these putrid wanted to make us as ladies, women, look, do you say, like we're not, there we are, worth anything. Do you see what I mean, Martin Babies? Then they're bringing this poxy flipping bloody, oh, well, I want to be, he's a man who wants to be a woman with a flipping beard, F off nasty, you silly little twat. I would always say, live and let live, not when you got silly, there we are, stupidness like that. Because I do not like that word. There we are, Martin Babies. But that is what it is now, isn't it? It is stupid. Who in their right mind, there we are, would go around looking like that? But this is how they're, you see, and a bit of ka-ching, just to sweeten, there we are, just to sweeten somebody. Do you see? Please remember that word, sweet, loving and gorgeous, because when I was a young bairn, like I said, doing a card or something like that, and even when I was growing up, you used to have lads, they used to say things, and saying all this, but they used to say, sweet, loving and gorgeous. Do you see? But can you see how words, there we are, have been turned around? My delicious babies, circle, circle, so there we go, circle, circle, circle. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Yes? So when I was growing up, okay, you'll always hear somebody, they'll say to somebody else, and I said, well, if anybody said it to me, you see, because I just laughed everything off, nothing bothered me at all, you know what I mean? I just, but if I heard somebody, being on a serious note, if I heard somebody, and I said to that young lass, I'd say, well, you're sweet, loving and gorgeous, aren't you? Sweet, loving and gorgeous. So take the notice. It's what they have labelled us, there we are, as dear ladies, dear women. Just like when they use the word, I'm sorry to have to say, the word slut. I mean, they say that, but how many escorts have you got who are out there, okay? And there's some, there we are, who are making, there we are, a mighty amount of, do you know what I mean? But those men are not thinking that these women are these names. Do you see what I mean, Martin Babies? So ones have to, there we are, open your eyes, open, there we are, open your ears, there we are, and see things for what they are. Do you see what I mean, Martin Babies? Yes? And one more thing just before I leave my video. So no, I do not agree. I'm just going to say this. I do not agree with anything. If I hear any dear lady, dear woman put down, there we are. I've always stuck up for them. Every time, swear down. Because nobody knows somebody else's journey out there, what they've gone through. How can anybody say that? But yet, it's all right, there we are, for a man to go and do what he does, for him to sleep around now, for him to perk how many, figure of speech, I'm so sorry, do not mean it in a nasty way, to perk how many fires he wants to, but it's not all right for a woman. Yet if you go back decades and decades ago, dear women, dear ladies used to have multiple husbands. It was the other way bloody round. My delicious little babies, do you say? There we are. So it's like they want to take the power, there we are, from the dear ladies, from the dear women, and then put it all onto the men now. And when you look at the average man, I'm not being nasty, Martin Sugar Babies, okay, they could be as hard as nails, meaning whether it's physically, whether it's emotionally, there can be all these things now, yes? But when you look at it, okay, apart from, God bless, who's ever's gay or something, you know what I mean, or bad, what I'm saying is that, correct me if I'm wrong, do they not need a woman now? They cannot just carry on. Do you see where I'm coming from? Martin Sugar Babies, yes? So these must, there we are, get it right, get it right. And all the dear ladies, all the dear women out there we are, you flipping step, there we are, step into your power, because we have the power, they're the putrid, we know who, okay? They're flipping put us down like we're nothing. Well, hello. If you want to, oh God bless, I'm not here to hurt or offend or upset any dear lady, any dear woman out there, no, with any situation. No, I'm not. But if you look at it, yes, they want to flip in, but they themselves, we know who, wasn't there in the world, see what, rewind and start again. Right, I'm not angry at you, my Sugar Babies. Wasn't there in their woman's, see, I just said woman again, mother's womb. I'm not changing my video. I said all I've got to say. Look at a cigar. Lighter. But one must always remember, that within that cigar, okay, my delicious little babies. So it just seems to me that, dear women out there, dear ladies, there we are, it's like we've been shown where, there we are, we must not have no respect. Nobody must respect us. I'm not talking about every dear, lovely, dear little gentleman. There are a lot of dear, beautiful little gentlemen, okay? But when it ultimately comes down to it, it's like, they put, that's what I want to say just for a go. And I've thought this and I've said this, there we are, for decades to my beautiful, dear little friends. Oh, God bless their beautiful, dear little souls. A very small circle. Be very careful now. Many mates, there we are, many associates, okay? Cannot trust everybody, okay? There we are. But I've been done saying this. So, correct me if I'm wrong now. So if one gets married, or one's, a fiancé, or whatever they call themselves, okay? Martin Sugar Babies. Well, or simply a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Simple things, isn't it? Why do you need a piece of, there we go, a pace. Why do you need a piece of paper? Piece of paper. Do you say? There we are. Look at the words. Piece of paper. Look that up in a dictionary, my delicious babies. Piece of paper. There we are. Okay. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. But, so when your husband and wife now, there we are. Let's get it right. I said this, there we are, for decades. When they talk about these poor dear ladies out there, ladies and that, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're married now and you are paying for something on tap, so when you're married, okay, you go out to work now, so you treat your missus, okay? And then depending on what relationship you're in, there we are. I'm not being nasty, there we are. I'm just done saying, it's just coming back. It's all coming back to me now, okay? After all these decades. And then what then happens now then? So say if you buy her a new handbag, say if you buy her, there we are, a new outfit, say if you buy her a ring or a piece of jewellery or something like this now, say if you take her out to a beautiful restaurant, whatever you've done now doing, yes, okay? And then what is it then that you expect in return? Now to the sugar babies, you could run her a beautiful bath. What is it that you're expecting in return? Now to the sugar babies, hello? Ding, ding, dong, dong. Aren't you, there we are, paying for it? Yeah, Are you following me? My delicious babies. So anybody who gets together now, there we are, done saying it. So why must these dear ladies out there we are, be treated in an awful way? When you get married, it's on tap anyway. So if you're a good boy, I do not mean that as in young burn, by the way, my delicious babies, it's figure of speech. Oh, well, if you're a really good boy, okay, then tonight, there we are, maybe a night. There could be another night where they say, oh, I'm washing my hair. Oh, I can't be bothered. There we are. And there'll be many gentlemen out there, God bless you all, where you've experienced that. It's like, you may have bent over backwards, done everything, yes? And then your woman there then tells you, your wife, your missus, whoever she is now, and it's like, oh, I'm not in the mood. Do you say? There we are. After you've just been done doing all that now. So ones have to really look, there we are, at exactly what the situation really is. Remember the cigar, my delicious little babies, okay? So that's the end of my video anyway, I've got nothing more to say. Okay? So some of you may look at me and just think, oh, well, she's just crackers, bonkers and crazy. Yes, I feel better than I did yesterday. I was going through, here we are, a rather emotional day yesterday. You know what I mean? But it does not mean that I have not got any flipping, let's just say, what's the word I'm looking for? Get up and go. Do you see what I mean, my babies? Maybe for some, they may think, there we are, that I'm weak. No. Because somebody who can admit that some days, there we are not always great days, there we are far stronger, okay, than somebody who walks around like the Don. Do you get me? Okay? Every now and again, there we are, I'll have a bit of a moment, I'll have a murder, I'll have a meltdown. Do you see what I mean? If others do not like, well then, job done. Skip my there we are, skip my channel, move from it. I do not want your assistance. I do not want your negative, there we are, energy. Be on your own journey, mind your own flipping effing business, there we are, and get on your back and pedal fast, as we'd say in the UK, and do not bother troubling anybody else, okay? But with any of my videos, there we are, I just give food for thought. But when there's out there, yes, I say more and more things that I've gone through in my life. Why shouldn't I? There we are, if I want to say it, I'll say it. Even my own beautiful and delicious, how I love them so, my beautiful and delicious little baby daughters do not know this, and neither does their, God bless him, their dear dad. He knows, there we are, parts of my life, but I kept, there we are, many things away from him. Do you see, my delicious babies? Like I said on previous videos, I'm not really good at maybe relationships. My delicious little babies, do you see, I'm usually, there we are, one on my own. Do you see, my delicious little babies, okay? What do they call it? A lone wolf. There we are. Do you see? I do not need anybody around me. And there we are, whoever crosses me one way or another, I wish them well. There we are. No, I'm just done saying it. Do you see, I do not have to do a thing. I do not have to lift a finger. I wish them well. Okay, my delicious little babies, that's how I operate, there we are. I do not have to do nothing else. Do you see? What is it? Sticks and... when I was young, my dad used to say, sticks and stones will break your bones, but names will never hurt you. Do you see what I mean? There we are, my delicious little babies, yes. But I always like to use the old-fashioned Jamaican saying, if stick brook in your ear and you do not take heed, there we are, you're going to get what the duck gives you. And I do not have to do a thing. Okay, my delicious babies, that's the end of my video. Thank you so very much for listening. Thank you. Good night and God bless. Lights off. By the way, you know, my lovely little Marilyn Monroe, it was bought for me 7 years ago. Went light again. It was time to let go, my delicious little babies. Not because of anything else, you know. I mean, I'm a single woman. Do you understand what I mean? Yes. And I'm a woman with a view, so there we are. I'll have my view. Do you see to me, my delicious babies? I've still got another, you know, little canvas of it that I had, you know, from many years ago. Okay, my delicious babies. But this one, it was time to let go of. You know, it was like one of 4. It looked virtually, there we are, brand new. And I put it in a black bin liner and everything. And then there was another little plaque that I was given. What was it said? If it makes you smile, laugh or giggle, either buy it, there we are, or marry it. Or marry. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so I'll give that one away as well, okay? Something that I just had, there we are, for the past 7 years. And then I had 3 little hearts, you know, where you could put something in the centre, okay? But I just had them, you know, like more as a decoration. I'm not one for a lot of it's usually friends, family, usually my family and my beautiful little babies, my beautiful little son and daughter who's passed away, and my beautiful little animals, you know what I mean? I like to call them my son and daughter, okay? But yes, I spoke to another dear lady who lives in the other road, and I said to her, I said, well, I said, I'm just wondering, I said, would you like it? Anyway, she went down the road to go and pick up a little bairn now, you know, a little son, little baby from the nursery. And she come back and she said, I spoke to me sister on the old dog and burn. She said, yes, she'll have them. And I said, oh, thank you, you know, because they were bought for me, you know, so many years ago as a birthday gift, you know. So it wasn't that I was letting go my little Marilyn Monroe. It wasn't that at all. What it was is that I just thought, well, you know what? Let somebody else have that enjoyment, you know, in their life. Do you see? But it looked virtually brand new, honestly. There we are. You would need to see it. Absolutely virtually brand new, do you see? So, yes. So, yeah, that's all I want to say, my delicious babies. You know, I'm just an easygoing woman, you know. I will, you know, you put up, just let me have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. You put up with so much, man, during my earlier years, you know what I mean? Maybe not so. Doesn't mean to say. I still feel young. Do you see what I mean? There we are, my delicious little babies, do you say? So on that note, you know, sometimes one's close my book. Need to man up themselves. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes. And sometimes the solution is to talk. Do you say? No silliness. I do not, there we are, deal with things that way. Do you see? My delicious little babies. But like I said, you've heard me over the months, my delicious babies, who've been so very kind. So thank you to follow me. That certain are not. There we are. Still here. So I'll leave it on that note. My delicious babies, I do not, there we are, need to lift one finger. In life, I do believe that, my delicious babies, when ones, there we are truly judged. That, there we are, they will get their justice. And I do not have to do a thing. Okay, my delicious little babies, so on that note, so much love. I'm not going to go through all the rigmarole. I love you to my heart. For anybody who's very kind enough to even listen to me. I do not need to threaten anybody. I do not need to do nothing. Do you say? Ever? Never. Never had to. No. Do you say? It's just that when somebody's going on a journey in their life, okay, and the vibration is low, there we are. There we are. All across there is low, yes? And then sometimes one wants to, there we are, inflict their own negative energy. There we go. There we are. Again, on somebody else, okay? Sometimes, there we are, ones must look at their own damn selves now, isn't it? I'm not going to say delicious little babies. I will say to those of you beautiful and delicious little babies who have been following me, you know, for being so very kind. I'm not going to say following, to listen to my videos for so very long. God bless you, okay? Because it's like a hotel, isn't it? You check in, you check out, you watch, then you go back, then you watch, then you go back. It's one of those now, isn't it? But I just do not let things, no, worry me. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Others, maybe, there we are, in life need to listen now. Okay? Even if it's, there we are, through a camera. Okay? And stop this, there we are, silliness now. There we are. There we are. It's not good. Not good. Not healthy. And ones are not learning anything from it, clearly. Okay, my delicious little babies, so on that note, wherever you are in the world, have a super duper time. You only get one laugh. Oh, see how bright it went, man. Oh, look at that. My delicious little babies, so much love to you all, okay? You just take care. But yes, I feel better today. I see my beautiful dear little friend. Oh, beautiful dear little friend, beautiful dear little cars. You know, we went shopping. You know, we went and done a little bit of shopping. You know, had a little natter. Oh, God bless her, you know, as we do. Yes, and, you know, had a bite to eat. And there we are, and just caught up with things. Do you see what I mean, Martin? Babies, I ain't got time for no small fish now. Because let me tell you, there we are. I've got bigger fish to fry. Do you see what I mean? I don't worry about the small ones now. Do you see? So on that note, my delicious little babies, thank you so very much for listening once again. You just take care now, okay? So much love to you all, okay? For some of you, you're not going to get me, but for others, you are. Okay, my delicious babies, so on that note, take care, good night, God bless, how I love you so. And you know what I'm going to say? Please, it's not on. Continue to feel love, okay? We need positive energy to lift the vibration. Any negativity, keep it to your damn self. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Everybody's on their own journey. Okay, my delicious little babies? So until my next video, please just take care. And as it's night time, if it's night time where you are, please do rest well. Please have a beautiful, there we are, all here, and peaceful sleep. Okay? Love to you all. Good night, God bless. Thank you. Bye-bye.